Good morning, everyone. This is Erica with Aurora Heart Healing. Today, we are going to talk about emotions. And the emotion that I got that was the one we're going to be talking about today is hopelessness. And of course, I'm going to read you the definition of hopelessness, okay? Hopelessness, devoid of hope, having no expectation of good, despairing, having no remedy or cure, no prospect of change or improvement, feeling desperate. And of course, I'm going to put all that information in the description below so that you can know and look and reflect on how hopelessness might be plaguing your own life and how we can learn how to process through it. So today, hopelessness. It is a space, it is a place, is it a thing? It is a feeling that robs us of the ability to look forward, to see what could be, can be, what might be. It is taking away of possibility. During the last couple of months, I have looked into hope. I have leaned into hope, and it wasn't easy. And I will tell you that from all honesty and the most sincere space in my heart, that when you're in a hopeless state, it's not easy to get out of it, but it can be if you ask yourself certain questions. One of the things that I asked myself during the last few months was, have I been through something similar before and have I come out of it better? And the answer was yes. So when I was feeling hopeless, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. I I don't want to continue looking for the past. How has this built me, grown me, and shown me that life can still go on and be better, even better than before? Now, if anyone looks at life, they can look at a moment that they felt broken, hurt, hopeless, and through working through it, through facing the challenges, through standing up, they gained a deeper sense of authenticity within themselves, a different strength, an inspiration, a fire, a passion. Sometimes we have to go through the pain to recognize and be grateful for the beauty of what was. When I look at hopelessness, I understand what that feels like, to be afraid that nothing's ever going to move forward or that something else might happen. But when we truly look into that emotion, we understand that it's actually robbing us of hope. So, what are a few things? Maybe you're facing some things in your life right now that you are struggling with. What are those things? And what can you learn from them? I'm not a proponent of saying thank you so much for hurting me, but I am a proponent of saying thank you for the wisdom that I learned through this. Over the last few weeks, I've been dating, talking to different gentlemen, and I've been able to recognize distinct red flags that I never would have been able to recognize before. Very in your face, at least now in my face, emotional unavailability. And that gives me more hope. It says, oh, wow, look at you maturing. Look at you understanding or seeing or knowing. This wasn't something that you would have known before. And yes, I am talking to myself like that. But I understand it. I look at it and I'm able to hold to my standards and my boundaries better. One gentleman asked me for a plate of food, and I said, I'm sorry, that's on a different level, sir. And to me, that's okay. And that gives me hope. It shows me, oh, wow, I am the person that I am seeking. I am the person that will hold my boundaries. I am the person that will say, I love you no matter what. I will work through these emotions with you no matter what. And that gives me a deep sense of hope because as I recognize things within myself, I start to recognize it out in the world. And if we're only resonating with hopelessness, then we might only see hopelessness. But as we start to recognize how hopelessness is showing up in our lives and how we want to shift it, we're able to say, oh, yeah, that was hopelessness, but that's okay because I'm not hopeless. I'm finding myself through these situations. I'm finding myself through these experiences. And I'm proud of myself. And I have hope for my future because I am more available to me. I am more understanding of what I need in my life, what I want in my life, what I seek to find is there. So I can find hope in the moments of darkness, or I can sit in that despair, that desperation, that feeling that there's nothing good to come of whatever you're going through. Find the hope, my friends. I know it can be difficult, but it is possible. I found another, it's going to be a message from the Seeds of the Spirit. Transcendence. If at this or any moment your anger or pain or fear is overwhelming, then indeed ground and go into the transcendent process of experiencing the higher levels of being, where you can identify more with your spiritual aspects and then create a holding vessel for your illusions that are separated into duality. Something that I've learned over the past few years is that we as healers, as enlightened people, whatever expanded consciousness, whatever you want to define yourself as, we tend to veer towards only the spiritual realm. And then we have this disconnect of not understanding that our physical body needs to be grounded into. When we ground into our physical body, we are experiencing all of ourselves. It's not about distracting ourselves, yoga, meditation, breath work, all of the things. We are being called to experience ourselves in a deeper sense of what our physical body is calling us to do. And that duality, we are physical, we are spiritual. Our physical has the pains, has the aches, whatever it is, our physical body carries that. Our spiritual body says, I want to be light and free and hope. What if we were to bring those two together and allow our shadow selves, our body selves, to experience the pain that we are feeling and say, me too, I'm here for you. And support that pain? How would our spiritual side feel? Maybe we might elevate and expand into a deeper level of consciousness because we have expanded within ourselves. A lot of the times I'll hear, oh, you're so ungrounded, you're not grounded, you're not grounded from all of these different gurus. But what does grounding actually mean? It is bringing our spirit into our body fully. When I have been working through my emotions and not distracting myself from them, I have been able to heal at such a rapid rate. I can see a beautiful, amazing future because I was able to sit in the emotion. I was able to be like the buffalo and charge toward the storm, knowing that if I charge towards the storm, then I'll be in the storm for less time. That I won't have to weather that storm as long as if I kept trying to run from it. And that just in itself, I was in a state of hopelessness for a little while, for a very little bit of time, where it was like, oh, what's going to happen? And then all of a sudden I started thinking, okay, everything happens for a reason. What are the reasons? How can I find hope in this situation? And I was given a spark of confidence within myself, deeper understanding of myself, a deeper sense of joy for who I am as a mom, for who I am as a partner, for who I am as a woman. It gave me hope. It gave me something to look forward to. It gave me the sense of I am an amazing being that constantly transcends, constantly evolves. And I want people that evolve with me, that are not stuck in hopelessness or trying to distract from what we were here to do. Everyone is told Earth is the place to be because we have such a deep, rich amount of emotions. Why are we avoiding them if that's what we were put here for? That's what we were here to do, was to experience all of these different wide ranges of emotion. When we are fearful of our emotion, it causes hopelessness because those are never going to go away. They're always going to be there. And if anything, so many of us are actually layering our emotions because we don't deal with them. We put them to the side and we say maybe later. When we sit like the buffalo and say, not later, now, I will face this dark. I will face this storm. I will sit with you and be there. Come on, Shadow. Let's hold each other's hands and let's work together for a better right now. What a sense of relief. What a sense of kindness. What a sense of love. A deeper, more meaningful understanding of ourselves. I challenge you today, if you are feeling hopeless, to sit with that hopelessness and to understand that if you look for moments of hope through the storm, that you will be able to go through that storm much quicker. You will not have to spend your time in that storm for very long. Don't distract yourself. Distraction is just that. It's a prolonging of the healing process. And do you want to deal with the pain today? Or do you want to deal with the pain in a future friendship, a future relationship, a future self? The choice is yours. But as you continue to grow and evolve, you will notice that dealing with it now, you are able to open up a tunnel, a new light, a new world. You can jump timelines and say, I am in a different place in my life because I had hope, because I put down the hopelessness and I wasn't desperate to distract, but I was willing to transcend and sit with who I am and what it is that was deep inside me. My challenge, sit with that hopelessness. Don't distract. Distractions are just that. Let's stop prolonging our healing and our expansion and start transcending, changing, growing, evolving into your most beautiful, loving, accepting self. It's all for you. I do this all for me and to help you guys out too. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. I love you all.